Congratulations to you.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thanks for taking some time out. I understand you're golfing with former high school coach Roy Hallenbeck right now. How's that going?
Oh, it's going good. He's struggling a little bit, but we're taking it to him.
All right. Obviously, the big news this week, you're drafted in the 19th round by the Los Angeles Angels. Let's start there. Where were you when you got the news? Were you down in North Carolina? I understand you've been playing some summer ball down there.
Yeah, I was down there. I actually had an off day, so I went golfing with 4 teammates, and I was on the 15th hole when I got the call, so it was pretty exciting. They were all pumped up for me, so it was definitely a fun time.
Now, rumor has it you finished the round. Is that true?
Yeah, the last 3 holes were dragging a little bit, but because I couldn't wait to get home and celebrate with my team and my host family.
It's a situation that a lot of players going into the draft, they get an idea of kind of where they might be selected, these rounds or these rounds. What were people telling you? Was it certainly a sure thing that you would be drafted, or was it kind of up in the air?
I had an idea. The Angels and a couple other teams were pretty interested throughout the year, so they definitely said I was going to go, but I just didn't know when and what round, so I was excited when I got the call in the 19th round.
Talking to some other guys, I mean, those guys tried to keep busy during the draft. It can kind of drag on and get a little bit nerve-wracking when you're watching it. So was that your goal? You mentioned you were out on the golf course during the draft. I mean, was it a situation where you didn't want to stare at a computer screen and just wait?
Yeah, that's exactly why I went out. Day 2, I was sitting there just staring at the computer, and it was the longest day ever. Even Wednesday was long, but if I didn't golf, it would have been even longer. So it was nice getting out and be able to relax. And when I finally got the call, I was just big relief.
What kind of year? I mean, we know we can look at the stats. You had an outstanding year for Gannon University, but from sophomore year to junior year, did things really click? Did this start to become a reality that, hey, I really have a legitimate shot to be drafted if I can put some things together this year? And certainly you put those numbers together.
Definitely. I saw a lot more guys coming to see me. So after my sophomore year, I knew the opportunity was there. It was just how far I was going to take it and how much work I was going to put in. So I was excited to see my dream come true.
Here's the big question, of course, just a junior, so you do have the option of going back. Have you signed yet? Will you be signing? Do you know yet?
I plan on signing. I'm flying out tomorrow morning to report to Short Season A, and I'm going to sign out there and meet with the guys to sign.
Was it ever a consideration not to sign? I mean, this is the dream for you and guys like you, some other local players. But, of course, you have that option as a junior. The pricing has to be right. The money has to be right. You want to play pro ball, obviously, but did it ever cross your mind that you might consider going back to school?
It did, but when I got the call from the Angels, I knew right away I was going to sign. It was definitely a dream come true, and this is what I worked for my whole life. This is what I went to college for, so definitely, I knew I was going to sign, so I was glad to get the opportunity by the Angels.
Tough to break that news at all to your college teammates or coaches. Obviously, they're excited for you, but, you don't have that camaraderie at the college level anymore. You're moving on, and it's tough to sort of tell them that you'd be leaving?
Yeah, it was tough. I made a lot of good friends, good coaches, so it was tough to tell them, but they were all excited, just as excited as I was, so it was fun.
And then how does that work with your team in North Carolina? I mean, we've seen you play some summers here at the Atlantic County Baseball League, of course, going on in North Carolina. And those guys, I guess, have to understand, too, that the bigger and better things are ahead for you.
Definitely. They were all pumped up for me. Right after I got drafted, I went to the clubhouse and met with all the guys. So that was nice sharing it with them. And I met a lot of good guys down there. And I was glad I got to go down and experience playing away from home. So it definitely is going to help me when I go away to Utah.
Catching up right now with Aaron Cox, of course selected by the Los Angeles Angels in the 19th round of the Major League Baseball draft. Will be signing, as he just told us, tomorrow or very soon. And Aaron, the other big thing here, I know a lot of the national media is focusing on this. A lot of the local media already knew it, but your sister, the girlfriend of Mike Trout, and you're pretty close to Mike, and of course now you're joining the same organization. How have you been reading about yourselves in terms of your sister dating Mike? Is that something that you don't care? Is that kind of annoying at this point that they keep throwing that into it?
No, it's not annoying. I mean, it's definitely very neat and very rare. But he called me right after I got drafted and congratulated me. He was just as excited. So it's nice being able to have someone already in the organization and having someone to ask questions if I need anything. He's always there for me. So it's exciting, and I can't wait to get started.
How nice has that been? And you just sort of alluded to it. I mean, you've spent obviously a lot of time with Mike, and he's skyrocketed to the top of the game, and that's obviously where every player wants to go. But how nice has it been to sort of pick his brain? And as you've gone through your baseball career from Millville to Gannon and now to the professional ranks, what kind of advice, what kind of things do you talk to him about?
Obviously stuff about the draft, but a lot of baseball stuff, just how to take your game to the next level. It's a little bit different than the college level, and just being able to have him there and talk to whenever I need him. It's definitely a big help, and definitely looking forward to seeing him and spending some time with him. He's just as excited as I am.
What was the reaction from your family when you got drafted? Obviously, you weren't with them at the time, but in talking to some other local players this week in terms of what happened, oftentimes family members get more excited, more emotional than the player. Was that the case for your family when they found out?
Yeah, it's the exact case. My mom called me at work bawling her eyes out, and she was just so happy, and my dad called me right after, and they were all fired up. So I wish I could have been home when it happened, but I got home the next day and celebrated with them last night. So it's definitely a fun experience for them and me and my whole family.
How excited were you to get back home? I mean, you couldn't get it back to Millville, I guess, fast enough after that, right?
No, a 7-hour drive felt like it was dragging. I drove all day on Thursday, so I was excited when I finally got home and got to see my family.
Again, checking in with Aaron Cox, former Millville baseball player, then went on to play at Gannon, selected in the 19th round by the Los Angeles Angels. So, Aaron, you mentioned you're heading to Utah, a little bit different than South Jersey, a little bit different than North Carolina. What's the situation awaiting you there? Do you join up with another host family? How does that work?
Yeah, I'm going to be moving in with another host family and playing for the Orem Owls. I fly out Sunday morning, or tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. So I'm excited to get started and meet new host family and my new teammates.
Have you ever been to Utah before?
I have not.
So excited about the opportunity to go out there. And, I'm sure people have told you, obviously it's not a big league club, but people in these small towns where these rookie league teams or A-ball teams play, I mean, people get fired up about baseball. You excited to sort of meet the fan base out there?
Definitely. I got my foot in the door down in North Carolina. There was a lot of fans at every game, and I can only imagine it's going to be even bigger. So I'm glad I got to experience that before I got to go down there. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get used to that, and it should be a fun experience.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Ed Charlton, one of the other local guys drafted, taken by the Reds, I think you might see him in your schedule in a couple weeks here as he heads to his league, too. I mean, how cool is that, this whole situation where multiple Cape Atlantic League guys, multiple South Jersey guys get drafted, and now you're going to get a chance to maybe bump into him a little bit?
Definitely. We actually play him on July 7th, so he called me last night, and I was looking forward to that game and catching up with him because I played with him last summer, so it should be a fun series, and looking forward to catching up with him.
What about some of the other guys drafted? Are these guys that you talk to, or you've crossed paths? Certainly, you've played against or with some of these guys too. A guy like a Cody Stashak from Oakcrest, or
Yep.
some of these other players as well. I mean, you're talking about a bunch of guys from New Jersey going. How cool is that?
It's very cool. I played with Cody for 4 or 5 years on my travel team, and I actually Joe Gatto from the Prep, he got drafted to the Angels a few years back, and I'm actually playing on the same team as him in Utah. So we've been looking to maybe live together in the same host family, so that'll be pretty neat.
What is it about these South Jersey players so attractive to the Angels? Is that the Mike Trout effect sort of paving the way there?
I don't know. It may be, but I'd be just as happy on any team, but the Angels is definitely where I would want to go if I had to pick.
What was the reaction from Coach Hallenbeck and some of the other coaches at the high school level? They've obviously been through this with Mike, and now they're getting a chance to go through it again with you. I mean, they got to be proud. You're golfing with them today. I mean, what's their reaction been?
Oh, they were fired up when they heard the news, and yeah, it's nice being able to get out and catch up with them before I head on out to Utah, because I'll be out there till September. So all coaches along the way have been great to me and treated me well. So I can't be more thankful for that.
Getting a chance to play there in North Carolina, is that sort of gotten you used to maybe the grind of a minor league baseball team? I mean, it's not glamorous, it's not plane rides, it's sometimes long bus rides, and it's living with host families, but you're getting a chance to live out your dream. But that stop in North Carolina, has that at least kind of set you up, kind of prepared you for what it might be like in Utah?
Definitely. A lot of bus rides, a lot of very heavy schedule, 5 to 6 games a week, and it's basically set up the same. But I was definitely happy I got to experience that before I head on out there, because it just got my foot in the door, got my feet wet.
Obviously, the Angels drafting you as a pitcher, but people that see you play know you can also swing the bat a little bit. I mean, any thoughts of maybe letting you play the field too, or is it 100% pitching at this point?
No, they drafted me as a pitcher, so I think my hitting days are over, come to an end. But I definitely enjoyed doing it throughout high school and college, and I put a lot of work into that also. So now it's time to focus on pitching.
All right, well, a lot of people focusing on you. Congrats to Aaron Cox, again selected by the Los Angeles Angels. We'll let you get back to your golf round, but congrats and best of luck, and we'll catch up with you soon, Aaron.
All right, thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.
All right, you got it. Aaron Cox, again selected by the Los Angeles Angels.